welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Tank Bigsby here with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevating his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And that zone read goes backwards, Brock. They hand him a loss of 5.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. Like 20.
Off play action, Goff. Has the connection to right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
180. What's that?
This is Gibbs on second down. And looks like we can call it 4 yards in the end. And on the South had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
Brings up
Third and just 2 to go.
Cut. 180. What's that?
Again, it's Gibbs. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. On 4th down. Go. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
For Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Lions' 33-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
13 yards.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back to be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He dodged the tackle. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's going to run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Black 20. What's up?
Here he is on 3rd and short. This is brought in by Laporta. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
180!
First down throw from Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're going to throw again. Goff. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down. Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call.
We go tonight. 180. Turbo set.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
120. What's up?
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-point game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. He keeps it and takes off. And Hurts gives himself right after getting that first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Cuts it to the right sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
47 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Barkley will not challenge for the end a bunch here. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Slot man motioned over. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create, and what a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Play action here with Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
180.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Goff on 3rd. And this is another incompletion. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that fair catch corrals just beyond the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good. For an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
From a great great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost them about a yard.
Well, he didn't hand it off or throw it, but he probably should have picked one of those two options. They kept some help by the line, and they tracked him down for the loss.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to Goddard, and he's got it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
26 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
It might be easy for some to take these touchdowns for granted, but I'm not doing so up here in the booth, huh? Not with the way he's been running. 3 different drives, Kate, have ended the same way, and I promise you, he's making it look easy, but it's not in this league.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Lions 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Gall. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
180.
On 1st down, it's Gall. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
120.
Here's a counter, Gibbs. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
No touch it. No touch it.
They're going to play action. Here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. Spinning into the clear. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
46-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Finally on the shotgun handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. And that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Air it out on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Braden Mann on the punt. They could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On second and 10. Gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. They'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
21 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff on first and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
St. Brown, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Set number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here
he goes, third and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Jack Fox on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Hurts on first down. It's a screen to Barkley. Up the sideline past the 25. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line. Brock knocked down a step or two shy of it. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
That's another Eagles.
Dotson now in motion right.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 32. It's Hurts once again. He's going to tuck it and run. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. There's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half.
For the field goal.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Elliott connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. It's going to be a play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 32. They go play action with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. This play heads out of bounds. Mark it down though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
We go tonight. 180.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
20.
Going to the ground again on first. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
White 20.
Goff to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Lions first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
180.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Go. 180.
Throwing is gone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Throwing again, it's gone. For the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts the second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Eagles are in punt formation. Takes it in at the 26. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. It's a race down the right side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Go tonight.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action, call. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tonight. What's that?
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
180. What's that?
Goff on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
180. What's that?
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
What's that?
Out of the shotgun, call. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings them to third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here we go. 180. Attack.
To the air on third and long. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
180. Cut.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find payment.
That one right down the middle. The Lions chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. On first down, Hurts stepping up, and he's going to run. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him. Like the QB did right there. Sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
Smith. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's a sneak, Hurts. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for an Eagles first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense is set. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Hurts setting up to throw. He takes it himself. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hurts now from the gun. Coming in the goal line. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it. It's going in the hole. But you never want to leave it short.
Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with a win.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Black 20. Black 20.
First down throw from Goff. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Gibbs. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
We go play action with Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get 23 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. They snapping, they think, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Boy, I'm from, like to go dumb.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
We go to the line. 180. What's that?
From the red zone now. Screen here for Gibbs. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
20. What's that?
Goff off the play action. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 2-yard
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Come on. 180. What's that?
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. When he gets in, touchdown! The Lions making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Bigsby with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over the 39. Nice effort there. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
On the play. And an Eagles first down. A gain of 13 yards.
First tucks it, starts running. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
He's brought down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of 4 yards.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Eagles holding on to a field goal lead. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sends this to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it off. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Sailors now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Setting up to pass.
The 29-yard line.
Here's him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
Now to
and
throw.
1.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets outbound for the first down. That 100-yard mark is as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back to throw. Another one caught by St. Brown. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Second down now, they need 7.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
A give to Gibbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11.
That is good for Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions first down.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. From the gun, Goff. Brings it in. And he gets in. It's a touchdown. What a moment. They can likely win it on the extra point now. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
They have this try now to put them in front late. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Barring some shenanigans, this try would give them the win. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. Escapes a defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense to the line. And trips right to start out. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. Kicked off by DJ Reed. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.